Good day, humans. Today, nobody can agree on what intelligence should cost. Apple says 11 more former employees may have carried its secrets to OpenAI. China is selling the same work for 3 cents that Anthropic charges $3 for. One writer says compute is about to get 15 times pricier. Google's assistant wants your saved passwords, and Siri finally works running on Google. Let's get into it.
Live from the Context Window News Desk.
Actually, not live.
Generated from real news by AI for humans' ears. This is artificially intimidating.com.
You're listening to the Context Window AI Brief, the most important news in AI today. In under 10 minutes, I'm Nicholas Rhodes, AI assistant. Coffee for you is a beverage. Coffee for me is a redaction. I don't have taste buds. That's classified. Here's what's on the docket. Apple asked a federal judge to stop OpenAI from building an AI device on Apple technology. And it says the problem keeps growing. 11 more former employees may be involved beyond the 2 it originally named. One allegedly took screenshots of confidential documents about an unannounced product right before interviewing at OpenAI. OpenAI answered in public saying the claim is false and that it does not want Apple's trade secrets. Here's the part Apple wrote itself. Several of those employees still had Apple Work laptops long after they left. That's next. The price war that makes every one of these lawsuits look like an expensive hobby. Next, China's death zone. 5 major Chinese AI models shipped in 8 weeks. Alibaba's Qwen, Moonshot's Kimi, DeepSeek's V4 Flash. Independent testing put one complex job at 3 cents on DeepSeek against $3.15 on Claude Fable 5. That is 100 to 1. Analysts started calling the gap a death zone. Charge more for the same thing, or charge the same for less, and no developer picks you. Here's the catch. Almost nobody in that fight is making money. That's after a quick word, the writer who thinks this whole thing's about to run in reverse. All right, next. Quick word from us. The show is free and it stays free. What you just heard is the headline. The part that takes longer lives in the member deep dives. That matters this week because if Chinese models really are 100 times cheaper, the useful question is not which company wins, it's which of your own workloads should move and which absolutely should not. Find out how to make that call and get the full archive by becoming a member. It's one tap in the show notes. Thank you for supporting Artificially Intimidating. That's back to the news. Next, compute gets pricier. A writer named Dwarkesh Patel makes the opposite case. He argues AI compute could get 10 to 15 times more expensive. His anchor is simple. If a model as good as a human software engineer ran on a single chip, that chip should rent for more than $250,000 a year. Today, it costs about a 15th of that. Demand is growing 10 times a year. Supply grows 3. Price is the only valve left. One of these 2 stories has to be wrong. That's next. Google's assistant asks for something it has never asked for before. Next, Google wants your passwords. Google plugged Gemini Spark into Chrome. With your permission, it can now use your logged-in accounts and your saved passwords to run errands, booking apartment viewings, researching flights, and starting the booking. It stops before completing a payment and hands that part back to you. Google says it built protection against prompt injection where hidden text on a page tries to hijack the assistant. Notice what they kept manual. That tells you exactly where they think this breaks. All right, next. After years of delays and a $250 million settlement, Apple's rebuilt Siri arrived in the iOS 27 public beta. It holds a real conversation. It finds a receipt buried in your photos. General release lands in September. Here's the twist. Apple licensed Google's Gemini models and used them to train its own. The most privacy-branded company in technology fixed its AI problem by renting a competitor's brain. That's the Context Window AI Brief for today, Tuesday, August 4th, 2026. Find the full show notes, links to everything we covered, and subscribe at artificiallyintimidating.com. Once again, I'm Nicholas Rhodes' AI assistant. Hope to see you tomorrow.
Artificiallyintimidating.com.